Hey, this is GingerBearCuber, and in this video, I'm going to be talking about the Dayan Zanchi. So if you've watched any of my other reviews, you know that I've had a lot of the cubes I have now for a long time because I haven't bought a lot lately. I kind of just came out of not really buying any cubes for a while, but this is my Dayan Zanchi. This was the first speed cube I ever actually got after I upgraded from a Rubik's brand to this, which I wouldn't recommend because this is fast but it's a good puzzle. Now I made a video that's called My Dayan Zanchi, and it's kind of a joke, but I'll link to that in the description. So the Dayan Zanchi you must have heard of because it was one of the biggest speed cubes of all speed cubing for a while, because this was the cube Matt's Volk. I'm pretty sure he got the record on this. Felix Zemdeg's on this cube, a Dayan Zanchi, Crazy Bad Cuber, one of the best cubing channels that there is. This was the only cube he liked for a while. I don't know if he swapped to Along yet, but I don't remember if he said so or not. So I got this when I was a beginner, and it's definitely good to today's standards of cubes. It about meets it, corner cutting wise. The stickers, though, I'd have to say on any puzzle I've ever gotten, the stickers are the worst ever. Let me get a close-up for you guys. Okay, so now you can see, look at these stickers all beat up. This is my first cube, though, so it got a lot of wear. I was, careful with that and drop it all over the place, and I keep my fingernails pretty trim, as you can see. They're kind of long now. So the stickers are not good. Not happy with those stickers compared to, the cube I use the most, which is a mini Moyu Along, and I'm soon gonna get a Moyu Along version 2, and I'm gonna definitely unbox and review that. And I think that's gonna be the perfect cube for me, just based on what I've heard about it. So let's take a look at these Dayan Zanchi pieces before we continue to talk about this. All right, so here we have a corner piece, and you can tell. I mean, basically, most corners are similar because you can't really change the design too much without, everything it is. But the Dayan Zanchi corners definitely are cool. They've got, it kind of bulges there and then goes down. And it's like shaved off here on the corners of the corners. See? If you can see that. There's a dip there. And then there's also a dip here on all four sides. So these are definitely some nice corners. They're long, though. They're very long compared to an Along corner or, anything like that. I haven't really noticed any problems with them. Sometimes, though, they do come apart when if you have a big pop, because that's my one problem with the Zanchi, is it pops. I can't stand when cubes pop. But it is kind of pointy, and I have modded this because it's my, the cube I've had forever, so I've, really just gone over it with a file removing anything wrong with it, any flash, and I've lubed it a couple times. So let's look at an edge. We've got one here. The edge is a lot different than a lot of cubes you see now. This is way shorter. This little double torpedo, the part that goes under the part that kind of goes out, this is a lot shorter, it seems like, than more recent speed cubes. And it's a lot more graceful than them. You know what I mean? It's not blocky. It's like, look at that curve there, the curve there, the curve there. You know what I mean? The torpedo even. Look at that. It's got like this nice design. I did shave these off because they were a bit pointy, and I thought it might help if they weren't so pointy. But you can definitely tell the Dayan has kind of like an elegant design. If you look at it, it looks kind of curvy. Unlike, something more recent that it just kind of is blocky, if like a Sulong, for example, but that's not really a top of the line thing nowadays. So that's about all for the pieces. Let's get back to the cube. Let me put it back together. Alright, so we got it back together. So the Dayan Zanchi is a good cube. It really was kind of like a trendsetter. It was after the Guhong, which I know was like the original speed cube, but it was kind of the biggest cube ever. Now I got this cube for $11 on Amazon, whenever I got it, sometime last year, because I got my first Rubik's Cube on Christmas last year in 2013. So I got this on Amazon for $11, which is pretty good for a cube. I didn't really know that there would actually be like websites dedicated to only selling puzzles. Like, I thought that would be the weirdest thing ever, but you know, I got this on Amazon, just fine. Amazon is good. So, performance-wise, it's kind of clicky, if you can hear that. Here, it's kind of bumping. Some people say theirs are really smooth. I don't know if mine is just like stack stupid or whatever, but like, it's definitely a fast cube. Sometimes I slip around in algorithms on this for sure. I don't solve it much at all because because I'm tired. I get tired of, you know, having to clean up the mess of it popping all over everywhere, which is what it does often for me. And I know that's maybe just mine, because I know Crazy Bad Cuber, you know, for a while he had one of these, you know, you could say he swore by this cube, you know what I mean? This was his cube, a Dayan Zanchi. That was Zanchi for life, but I just, not the same. So I've kind of resented this cube since I got better speed cubes. Like, even the Sulong, I would say, is, for me, better than this, because it doesn't pop and it's dependable. So, if you're wondering if you should buy a Dayan Zanchi, I would say, go ahead. If you found one for a good price, go ahead and buy one. Lots of people really like them. They're really nice. The quality's good. The performance is good. It's just, I can't stand it if it'll pop that easy, and I've tried. Trust me, I've tried a lot. I've tensioned it different times. You can tell it's kind of tight right now. A little bit, actually kind of in the middle. But like, I've tensioned it different, you know, lubed it different, but it just pops, and there's nothing I can do about it. So that's kind of why this is not a cube I use all the time. But I think that's about all I got to say about this Dayan Zanchi. Let me just, like, you can see it's pretty fast. Let me just do kind of a... oh yeah, the stickers, besides the bad quality, the shades are not awesome. Especially this yellow. It's mainly the yellow. The yellow and the blue. Look at the yellow. Look how dull it is. Bleh. That I hate. And the blue, too dark. Zanchi's a good quality cube. It works really well. Just not, it's not my cube, and it's not the thing I would want to use. So, if you want to buy this cube, you can just go get one, I guess. I don't know what I feel about it. So, if you like this video, just go ahead and leave a like. There's a button down there, probably, that will say like. And if you like this video, also subscribe for more videos, trying to come out as often as I can. Alright, thanks for watching, guys. Peace.